Good morning. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's do it again. It always be happening to me throughout the years, and I keep on working on it, working on it. Gotta get it right. We're gonna do it again. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media, the best of the business. Uh, Thank y'all for continuing to support me throughout the years. I very much appreciate it. Great morning to everybody. I hope your morning is going well. I don't know, my eyes got water. I don't know what it is. Add some boys, put some salt and pepper on top of it. That's what it is. So that's what it is. Add some butter bread. So I'll get that out the way. But I hope everybody having a great morning so far. Shout out to everybody. Let's get these announcements out the way first. Shout out to brother Azharan, LDBC fam. Shout out to you. Get these announcements out the way. Shout out to my underrated one family. No matter what it is, we stand on the truth. And excuse me. Hold on. Excuse me. Shout out to No Ducks on Podcast family. Shout out to y'all. Keep up the fine work. Shout out to the mighty LC. That stands for Lions Den Box Community. Also, basketball community. Shout out to y'all. Keep up the fine work. And everybody else, keep on doing what you gotta do. Now, I got another live after this. We are talking about a big win that New York Knicks. This is the first game on the Eastern semifinal NBA playoffs. They won the first game. They was down by 20 going into the third quarter, and they came back and beat the Celtics by 3 at overtime. So we're gonna talk about that. But that's gonna be 11:35. That's gonna be 11:35, yo. So what I'm saying, make sure y'all come back to that because it's gonna be some. We have to talk about that game. We got to definitely talk about that game. But first and foremost, and most likely, if I don't forget, I will put the link in the chat. But for the live for the 11:35, all right. So I ain't gonna be here that long because I gotta get ready, all right? But we go. But the title is "Good Morning, Fam. I'm being me, no matter what storms I'm in. What about y'all?" Let me read it again. Good morning, fam. I'm being me, no matter what storms I'm in. What about y'all? Hashtag the truth, number one grinder. Now, why is very important to talk about because there's people throughout the years saying, because I'm me, what I mean? Always be the better me. So, people like, hey, how do you get through that and everything? I'm like, no problem, blessings and stuff. But sometimes when we go through the storms, we think, oh, everything, because we know what it is. So, but sometimes I say at times when we go through the storms, we got to embrace it. People like to go through happy storms. Oh yeah, I'm good. You got to go through that storm, and then you got to go through individually. Nobody else is not gonna be around help you go through those storms. And that's why I said, what about y'all? Because sometimes we help other people in their storm to understand, let them know, listen, it's all right to help you, but you got to go through it yourself. And when I was creating this title, right, I was thinking about Well, my late mother always used to say this. What she's saying is this, that I could hold your hand through the storm, but sooner or later, you got to know what the storm is about. From my late moms. And so a lot of time, us as human beings, we keep them hold people hand through their storm instead they go through it themselves. I'm not saying nothing wrong to get a little help. Hear that? I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that, but gotta go to that storm. God gives. Sometimes we fail to understand. God give us, Jehovah give us that test. See how we weather the storm within ourselves. Are we taking our self precaution to be? Hold on. Little noise in the background says I am here, but sometimes we have to understand God give us self tools to see how we weather the storm within ourselves. How we make God about it. Now, Jehovah ain't gonna give you a lot that you cannot bear. No, that's not that Jehovah. No, it's not that. No, Jehovah not like that. But I can tell you this: He expects us to understand the word. Hold on, y'all, man. Hating people, bugging, no. Hey, what's going on? Good morning to you. Peace to you and your family. I see you. Hope everything's well with you and your family. Hope everything's well with you and your family. So we have to understand that no matter what mistakes that we make, but it's all about improving. But you still got to go through that storm. And we find quite a few grown-ups still fail to understand that. So no one grinding you harsh, man. It's not being harsh, it's about truth. That's why you see what I put in the back. Never give up. I was gonna do. I said, nah, I can already got that. Never give up. Because we have to understand when we go through them storms, sometimes it be them demons, around us that continue once you go through the storm. No, you have to stay going through the storm. No. There's always a light. There's always a brighter light ahead. This as we see God creation, right? When it rains and pours and stuff, thunderstorm. After that, it's a clear, right? Just like we go through light storms. If you can hear me, press 1. Like we go through light storms, it's always going to be a light. But the question is, do we want the light? Do we want to come out those darker times? Now, it's going to be some people, they dumb mindset. You playing a victim. You this and that. But see, you gotta see. Sometimes we gotta talk. We gotta understand the storm. So sometimes we gotta talk about it because sometimes every storm, every light storm is different. So we gotta know where the storm is, so we have the tools to get out that storm. And I have to understand that when I got older. We just cannot attend. We just cannot attend to storms. Every storm is the same. No. Oh no. No, it's not. It's different. Different situation, the position that you're in at that moment, etc. Don't give up. Now we can talk about social media all we want, but we actually see it outside social media. People think they got it going on. People feel they got it. They got it together and stuff. But who's people holding your hand when you go through those storms? Now again, it depends what storm that you in. Because sometimes, like I'm in a relationship, right? So sometimes we go through. I have my own storm, and the Miss has her own storm. But sometimes we have storms together. But see, the deal is, are we gonna walk in that storm together to see the light? Like I said, every storm is different. Sometimes you go through self storms and stuff like that. I know the person. There are people have to deal with storms within their life by themselves. And sometimes they get overbearing and they took their life. And it doesn't mean that they committed suicide. No. Because I know people, oh, they probably committed suicide to give themselves. No, they never gave up. Things happen. That's why I always say that you have to check on people. You have to check on people and see how it is. Never think that, oh, my storm is much more greater than the next person's storm. No, you should never think that. You should never think that. And that's a dumb mindset too. Everybody's storm is different when they go through when they live. Ain't no better than the next one. Just like APC people that are, I ain't gonna say homeless, but less fortunate. Oh, what's wrong with them? They gonna do a lot too, right? If we said that we love God and we preach to God, right? And we pray to God of everything, right? They don't go through storms either. Oh, I see they make a mistake, but what about you? What about you? What about you? What about y'all? Something to think about, right? But a lot of us quite a few of us as human beings, we refuse to think that. Sometimes when you help that person along of that storm, again, they have to deal with it themselves. But sometimes you can help them along, right? That could be God's blessing, right? Right. So, and that's what I'm saying. I'm being me. You don't like, I tell anybody, you don't, I ain't gonna say anybody. That's not, I ain't gonna say. But it goes some of y'all. Y'all don't like me, you don't have to like me. I love me. I'm being me no matter what. I don't care. I don't care. I don't let this world define me. God define who I am through my late parents. Forget all that. Y'all don't like me the way I do things. Y'all don't like the way how I talk. Y'all don't like the way how I explain things. Like I coined this. You don't expect my existence and conversation. You don't need to be around. I'm not cursing. I'm trying to show you. You don't have to be around. You know, wherever store I go to store. Now I don't like it. Just like, and it goes for y'all too. If there people treat you that same way, you tell them the same thing, family. Forget all that. Forget all that. Because I'm God's creation. At the end of the day, no matter what faults, what mistakes I make, I am still God's creation. And y'all should feel the same way too when you tell these no good people. Well, it's gonna curse, but I ain't gonna do that. No, like, well, I don't care. But we have to understand that when people go through storms, it's serious. Maybe in your eyes it's not serious, but they go through storms, it's serious. And we have to respect we have to respect their humanity. That a lot of us don't, because we let money get in the way, certain family get in the way, higher position get in the way. Oh, this person don't talk right, get in the way. And more. And then the ones that y'all don't want to deal with, you could learn from them. You can learn how they deal with the storms, and it could be easy. You could easy deal with your storms, and at the end of the day, you can see the light. Nah, but y'all don't want that, huh? That's what I always say is that y'all want to love God for convenience. We have to really trust in God when we go through them storms. Sometimes back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Know why I said that? Because I deal with it. And look at me now, right? And I know y'all go through your storms too, back to back to back to back to back to back, right? It's probably a different way I did, but look at you now, right? Be a better you, right? You make you wiser, right? And it help you sharpen how to deal with storms, right? But a lot of us, some of y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't understand that. Because you look at the next person that is weak. You look at that person right here, oh, that person don't have nothing. While that person misery, I can still treat him like garbage. I can treat him or her like him or her like garbage. No, they can go through storms. They looking at you like, okay. And sometimes they get through the storms much more faster than you because they entrusted in God. They entrusted God in their life. Give up. Because we gotta have that, you know, we have to make sure that God had manifest the mindset from the inside, from the outside and in. Never give up. Trust in me. I'm gonna make sure you're all right, but trust in me. Never give up. Sometimes it's dimmer. I ain't gonna lie. It be at time. Yeah, what's up? What's up, brother? What's up, brother Jesse? Sorry I missed it last night, but I was out of it. Sorry, listen. Keep up the good work. So I don't care what people think about me. I really don't. Even the ones that is closest. I don't see them that much anyway. But I don't care. You didn't make me. God made me through my late parents. You can't break me. What you trying to do? What, you gonna talk behind my back? Trying to make yourself look good? What you gonna do? What you gonna say? Huh? What can you do? Hmm? what you can say about me. And at the same time, family, you know what? You said the same thing about the other people in your life around. They're fake. Again, like I said again, they want to talk behind your back, trying to make yourself look good. Go ahead. Walk in my storm, you could talk. That's why I can't talk to anybody about their storm because I don't know. What I could do, I could help help them, but they got to help themselves, but to help them. Especially our people, especially the black men and black women in the past had laid their life on the line for us to have little what we have right now, right? But they do not get, they never gave up. They didn't care what people think about them. I gotta walk through the storm. If you can hear me, press one. Oh yeah, again, there's another live going after this. Big win. The Knicks beat Boston in game one. It happened last night. I will be talking about that on 11:35 because I'm just gonna be here in a few minutes. I just want to get this out. I don't like again. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care. You think guys are you think I care what I think about you? Yeah. Are the words hurt? Yes. The way how they go by, yes. But it ain't stopping me. And it shouldn't stop you either. If you ain't all about helping, goodbye. Man or woman. Don't make a difference to me. You have to understand, again, everybody goes to have storms within themselves is different. Every situation is different. But it doesn't minimize what they're going through. Even But fun to find out, people, in humanity, especially some of our people want to be high and mighty. They want to be high and mighty. They when you go, well, why that person don't hurt me? They say you got it. You think you all that? You have it. Through God, I'm giving you tools so you can see the light of the day. You have to go through it yourself, yes, but I'm giving you tools. Well, I'm gonna be around toxic people that want me to still be in the storm. Huh? That's not the right mindset. Especially they want me to be destroyed. People throw dirt what I represent for within myself. Why I want to be around people like that, young and old? Why I should not give up? Because that's what they want us to. The real ones. You're funny out here. You're funny duddy out here. Y'all. You're funny duddy out here because y'all want to be around the light all the time, right? Y'all want to be in the spotlight. Look at me. Look at me. No. That's not what life is all about. It's never give up because you go be in the storms. And then when you be in the storms, you don't know how to get out of it. You don't want to, why is this all? Yeah, well, that's life's all about, right? Like I said before. Like the Beatles said, I want to hold your hand. Yeah, I hold it to make sure to help you, but you gotta let your hand go. You gotta deal with that stuff yourself. Especially as a grown up. That's when people go to therapy, counseling, like that. They give you the tools, but at the end of the day, you still gotta do the work for yourself. Right? No? Hold on for 1 second, please. I'm back. All right, good morning for Soldier. How you doing? I will be back at 11:35 talking about the big win the Knicks had on game one at Boston last night. So I will be back at 11:35. I gotta get off here, matter of fact, a few minutes to get ready for that. So good morning for Soldier. I want you to come back. Yes, I want you to come back for that because we're gonna have a discussion on that and everything. I'm good. Thank you so much for checking on me. That's one of the women always check them. That's my consider my sister. Throughout the year, she always check them. I'm doing fine. Thanks for being here, sister for soldier. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go and share this out right now because I'm gonna finish up talking on here so I could so I can get ready for 11:35. Hold on, family. Yeah, I'm put the link in right now. That was a good one. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Oh yes, I hope we can get some people um on the panel too. That one is for 11:35. We're gonna talk about the next big win, and they put today. Make sure people know they. Okay, put that in. That's gonna be 11:35. I will try. Let me see. I believe I got to put some finishing touches on that live, but yeah, it's 11:35, so I'll be getting off here in a few minutes. I just want to pass this on and everything. Again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media, the best of the business. Good morning, fam. I'm being me, no matter what storms I'm in. What about y'all? Yeah, that's the key. What about y'all? And you need a family, you need to ask that. I'm going to, so that's what I'm saying. Get back what I'm saying. You know, people like the easy way out, go through the storms in your life, in your lives. They want the easy way. Now, when God made Jesus Christ, right? And Jesus had give. Okay. Okay, run the story there. Just come straight. Do you want to get on the panel when I start at 11:35? For social, let me know because I can see the link. I'm gonna see the link to your email so you get on in. So let me know. But when Jesus Christ gave his blood so we can have a second chance, right? To enter paradise, right? Jesus had to go through storms. God's son, Jesus Christ, had to go through storms, right? God had to give his own son, right? Do you think Jehovah ain't got to go through storms? Huh? Something to think about, right? So all of us have to, us as human beings, have to go through storms. I don't care who you are. I don't care whether you young and old. I'm talking about grown-ups. But even kids, we have to go through storms too, right? But our parents help us along the way, and older will help us along the way how to deal with it, right? Okay. On Wise Sports, I be back at 11:35. Again, talking about the big win the Knicks had against Boston last night, game one of Eastern semifinals. So yeah, you on the West Coast, I got it. So this is my thing. So, and we see in the Bible there are there are others had to go through storms to show God are not worthy and also help people, right? So we already see, right? But us as human beings, some of us, we think we so high. Again, we think we so high and mighty. Oh, y'all go that make you a better person. And sometimes we go through storms and it causes us death too. Sometimes we go through storms. Sometimes we get in the sickness that we can't get rid of for the rest of our life, right? But see, if you have a great appreciation for God and everything, God gonna get you through it, right? But what you got to do for yourself. And also, when God had people there for you, accept that, right? Because the way how this world is that people in this world, they want a quick fix. There's no quick fix when you go through storms in your life, in our lives. There's no quick fix. And I know that some of us probably see this person going through and everything. It's like they ain't going through nothing. And because that no, it ain't no worry, ain't our worries. One way or the other, life is going to show them about storms. Because some want to be, oh, please. Never give up. The real ones that acknowledge God in every way. Never give up. And I know the storms at times can be impossible to see the light. Never. Don't give up. Try not to give up. Be around people that's going to encourage you constructively. Y'all can hear me, press 1. Because I probably get here by another 5 or 10 more minutes so I can get ready. My other live coming up. I appreciate Wise Sports. Thank you. I want you to go subscribe to Wise Sports and Foot Soldier, two sisters that are great. Go subscribe to them. Go subscribe to Awesome. So don't give up. And then the ones that make fun in your storms that you in, maybe like in your face or behind your back, don't worry about it. But one way or the other, they're gonna pay for it. Put the link in again. Oh shoot. Oops, no. Put the link again. It's hard. So that's after this today, 11:35 a.m. Eastern time. We're gonna talk about the big win the Knicks had against Boston on game one, um, in the Eastern semifinals. Big win for the Knicks last night. Big win. We're gonna talk about that. So please hit the link, share this link out to other people so they can come. That'd be greatly appreciated. But get what I'm saying is, I know at times to get up it's easy not to get up. Sometimes not easy to leave the house. Whatever we do, it's not easy. And it seems like there's certain clouds on a storm. Like, I'm trying to do whatever I can. It seems like I can't shake it. Why? Why? Keep on persisting. Like I always say, never give up. Never give up. Have God first in your life. But that person, like I said, don't worry about it. Worry about yourself and ones around you that believe in you. That's it. That's it. So we have to understand that we have an obligation. Okay? You have to understand it. And the ones, some human beings refuse, they don't want to, it's fine. Bye bye. No? Hold on for 1 second. I'm back. Sorry about that. But we have to get back on the right way of doing things. Okay. But but it's very important. You know? And sometimes we can go through storms like maybe a few hours and it leaves. And sometimes it can be happy a nice storm. Good morning, Queen Coco Tina. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. I want you to go support the Queen right there. She always do a marvelous job. And, you know, always in our, been doing great work in our community and stuff. So shout out to Queen Coco Tina. Again, 11:35. Within a little more less than an hour, I will be back 11:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will talk about the next big win against Boston. Game 1 of the Eastern semifinals. I'm gonna talk about that 11:35. Right after this, I'm gonna get off here by myself, but maybe roughly like maybe 8-9 more minutes. And then, how you been doing on Queen Coco Tina? Queen Coco Tina, Brother McLean said hi to you. But and we have to understand too that the storms is real. Watch your mouth talk about New York. Well, watch your mouth. But you go to these stores and and sometimes like when I was doing this slide, right? When I was setting up this slide, right? It was people and social media worth millions and millions and millions of dollars, right? And they were talking about, I don't have this, I wish I could have that, and everything. Now, this doesn't mean that human beings, they don't go through storms, because they do go through storms. You know? But come on. You were millions of dollars, but see, you won't look down on the rest of us, right? But the rest of us right here is going through everyday storms. Don't get respect, right? But see, they love God for convenience, right? And we got to be real careful of that, too. Do you pray when the parents go to the store? Do you pray for the ones that is closer to you? Yeah, yeah. You missed that. I did say that, Coach. Yeah, depends on the person. Yeah, but every person's storm. But see, people go through storms is different. You're right about that, but it doesn't minimize the next person. They go through storms, and we got to make sure it's real, right? But when God assembles some people around to help you get through the storm, so you can see the vision of light, do we accept that? Or we say, I ain't gonna go to that. Do you think that that person beneath me? They don't want to do nothing. They beneath me. That's a wrong mindset to have. Same thing. God give us some things. Same time, God take things away from us. Oh, I'm just saying, family, because I gotta get on. Because I'm still looking at it right now, and I got to get ready for this live at 11:35. Never give up. I ain't giving up. Like I said, good morning, fam. This is tight. Good morning, fam. I'm being me no matter what storms I'm in. What about y'all? I'm being me. I never gonna change me. But when I'm talking about that, I gotta be a better me. Keep on being a better me. Eternal. I gotta be a better me. But I have to understand too that sometimes us human beings, there's certain storm we don't want to meet up to, but you have to. That's right. That's part of life. The best, I go through certain storms. This can't really hold my hand. I gotta go through the storms. Now, if you with that person that willing to help you through the storm, and that, like I said, like she said, how you will ever then determine the outcome itself. You got no outcome, but it doesn't mean, right, that I'm not disrespecting another person storm. Like every storms is different. That's what I tell. Sometimes you got some people go through certain storms, and you got certain ones that. But we say that we put God first. See, I have to understand that. If I say that I'm praising God every day. If I say and I'm putting God first, and I'm giving everything to you to help me. I have to be willing the outcome what's going to be. It's very important. I've seen quite a few people. I hope I live to see 59 years on this earth a few weeks from now. And I'm gonna say a few things because I got to get ahead because I got to get ready for this for the 11:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time about the Knicks. I see quite a few people has pushed other people away, or there are some that are high-minded. And you know what happened? They had a good life, but they go through storms. In order to help, you also have to start to move in the steps and direction you are striving to achieve. Yeah, it depends what it is. I mean, how do you define that? I could say the same thing. You right, but I could say it's a waste of right. You said it's a waste of time, but I'm just saying this that if he feels a waste of time, it's a waste of time. But this is the key though. How about that storm still continue? And how about that light is just there and we something to think about. See, I can't tell y'all how to think because I'm not y'all. That's what I'm saying. And I read it again. Good morning, family. I'm being me. But it doesn't mean that I'm never gonna stop being better. Doesn't mean that. We have to understand that. So I can't tell y'all how to live your life. Okay. But that's how you feel. Okay. But just understand this though. Yeah, a great day too. Everybody had goals too. All I'm saying, that person achieved the goal. It doesn't mean when that person had goals too, it doesn't mean that it's not all that important. Gotta understand that. But I got to get out of here. Oh, it's 11:01. I gotta get out. I got 34 minutes. I gotta get out. I got 34 minutes. So I got to get my money. But thank you so much, Coco T, for your input. Thank you everybody for the input and everything. I'm just saying that wherever storms that you in, meet and meet up with it. Stand into it the best way you can. You even have help. Get the necessary constructive help you need so you can see the light. Because sometimes we put so much in. No, Because at the end of the day, right, that person can hold your hand all you want to, but you still got to go through the storm. Like I said, it depends what storm that you're in. It could be a together storm, it could be a self storm. Self storm. Depends. Make sure you don't cheapen the process of God's direction. Don't cheat the process. Do not cheat the process, family. Don't do it. Don't do it. On behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the #1 grinder. Let me put it in again. I will be back 11:35 a.m. Each Standard Time. About 27 more minutes. And let me put the time, matter of fact. I'm gonna put the time in so y'all will not forget about it. Okay. Maybe 5 a.m. Oops. A.m. See, I know people. Why you put? I'm on the Eastern Standard Time. That's why. So it's 11:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be back. So let me get off here and get myself together, and then we gonna. But share this out. Very much appreciated. And I want everybody to be happy. Be happy, y'all. Whatever it is, be happy. Be happy. And like I said, not give up. No matter what we in, don't give up. On behalf of my channel, Underrated Darkness, yours truly, #1 grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. Thanks. Shout out to Queen Cotina. Shout out to everybody else. Thank y'all so much. Hope you to come back. We're going to talk about the Knicks, the big win against Boston. And so, if the Knicks win the series, we can look at that game and talk about. But we're going to talk about that here and everything. Big win against the Knicks. So we're going to talk about that. Thank y'all so much. On behalf of my channel, Underrated Darkness, shout out to the Miss. Shout out to everybody. And thank y'all so much. I gotta go. Again, never give up. Love y'all. This one is goes. This one is goes. Be back. 11:35. Love y'all. See y'all then.